Okay, that should do it. I'm waiting and hoping that pretty much we'll be looking at the live version. Yeah, it should be live now, hopefully. May have another look. Honestly, I spend more time trying to resolve technical issues than I actually play at the beginning of these streams. Anyway, if you guys can confirm if you can actually view the stream and if the audio is working. I believe it's working now, but there's a major delay from what I can see. There is a sort of long delay. Let me try again to try and fix it. 2:45. Yeah, I think it's stuck based on the labeling in one of the old ones. Yeah. I just need someone to confirm if it's following on the current, and it does just looks like a short video, and for some reason it's not showing actually on right. Epic Heroes Episode 3 official version. Keep checking the channel. Actually, I cannot find it on the channel. Okay, finally it's actually showing. Okay, let's get that link on to Discord. Yeah. Okay guys, can you actually hear me now? If you try, yeah, trying to adjust. Yeah, YouTube will be probably working, and I'm hoping that it's actually following where I'm currently at. Yep, it's following. Okay, all good. If you actually want the link directly on YouTube, you can have the link, and I also added it to let's watch together. So yeah, now we're all good. By the way, I can read both your comments at the same time. Right. You can send a win gifts message. Okay guys, to enter the lucky draw that's currently available, please send a message to the channel on one of the comments or on Discord to join the game's Discord, right? And it should have awesome live Friday xwar game, your game ID, your game name, your server, and everyone can hear us now. All good, right? Let's get started. The fun is just about to begin. By the way, yes, you can also see the comments. You can't open Discord? That is unfortunate. Michael, you're available. Wow. Novok, maybe try to download Discord or try to open it on the web version. Both can work, right? Okay, so anyway, hi mate, thank you, and hello Michael, thank you for joining another one of these live streams. Okay, so for today, as I said, we do have, since this is the second stream of the day, the gameplay was kind of already done. I'm talking about the quests, going at the quests in different parts, but we'll still do that, what can be done again anyway. So for this week, we actually have the plain badges. Plain badge, hey. And we also have the stargazing room. So we'll try to focus more on the event section first, at least. So the direction usually is very simple in the stargazing. You're gonna be summoning stigmata, right? And we have the new stigmata that is Berserk. What no reds? Oh, yeah, amazing, right? Okay, so you have 3 lovely enchanting balls. Each one of them will give you a star or a level of stigmata or sigil that you can summon. Okay, we're gonna be using 3 types of card: common star card, intermediate, and advanced. The direction, of course, is to get these lovely rewards. The common ones, you can see the drop percentage. And then the intermediate goes completely different in the drop percentage. And yes, we do have a new sigil available, Berserk. You gain 30% damage increase. So with the drop rate, you pretty much need the cards, and then you're gonna do the summoning, and it says in 25 you get a 3-star powerful stigmata guaranteed. This one follows a different direction in numbering, but I already summoned a couple of times, and the final one is 18. So what you do is, of course, first go to the login first, of course. Actually, you can that's up to you. Actually, you can did the Uno vanishing direction, and at the same time present. Oh yeah, sorry, didn't see your message except very late. Let me call you and you can join us. Serenity is somewhere close, but yet so far. Can you hear that? Hello. How are you? Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. How are you? Good? All good?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you for being able to join in the nick of time. Nick himself is amazed. Thank you. Nick himself is amazed. Anyway, so we have Serenity with us in this call or this gameplay. Welcome. Right, so you're welcome. So we were looking at now the stargazing direction, and it's fantastic that you joined because you're very much needed. By the way, guys, you still can watch the stream on Discord, right? It's still playing, or did it stop? Anyone can confirm? Any human can confirm if the stream is still working on Discord or not. Serenity?
Someone just said that Discord is acting up for them.
Yeah, I would say, of course, that would happen. We're pretty much blowing it in different ways. Okay, I'm going to stop hosting, and someone can jam that link, that fantastic link of the stream, so he can take the heat coming out from all that internet usage. How about that? All you need to do, just copy that link, watch together, and then everything should be good using someone else's internet. Okay. Okay, did someone was able to do that? All you need to do is just put this lovely link in the Let's Watch Together YouTube edition activity. Okay, I'll leave you guys to do that. And Vladimir is typing, Milk Tea is typing, everyone is typing. Let's see. Pretty much what happened is taking a call and at the same time using the watch later, and at the same time also doing a third thing. So it's a mixture of heavy internet usage from 3 ways. Okay, Serenity, are you there?
Sorry.
Okay, were you able to take the link and put it in Let's Watch Together on...
I think you already did.
Yeah, but it's acting up because now there's one call and then there's another streaming and then there's... It's the internet usage pretty much.
Okay, I'll copy it over.
Okay, thank you. Okay, while she's doing that, I'll just finish the point of the stargazing, and then she can be back and give her perspective. Okay, so as I was saying, the first thing, of course, you're gonna be doing is the star login. You will be logging to get the common star cards, and then at the same time you'll be finishing the quests because you will be requiring to have, well, the common summon star card. After that, you're gonna be using it in summoning. When you do actually summon, you'll be getting the advanced or the intermediate, depends, but usually the intermediate card. Then you're gonna move to the second bowl and also summon. Then you're gonna get better stuff, the good stuff, including the advanced star card. Eventually, you'll get here to the fast and the last one, the fast track to actually getting better 6 stars, hopefully. Anyway, by the meaning of it's guaranteed means that you need to do 18, actually it's more than 18, but now 18 summoning, and you will get a guaranteed Berserk X 6 stars. So you need to awaken epic heroes, legendary heroes, and challenge the arena normal challenge. Just challenge, it doesn't matter even if you lose. Time travel, unfortunately, will be left for another day. You cannot speed that up. I tried to finish all of this in the morning. And then picking up the 5th chest of the daily quest, just the normal, nothing can be done about that. Now, for actually getting advanced summoning cards or advanced star cards, you're gonna have to pay. You're going to have to pay the money. Usually, you would just require 40 or something, I think, the total, 30, 40. And then, of course, that would be your track and getting directly the 6-star Berserk, the current one at least, stars, 6 stars. So again, the drop rate, you can see. And yeah, so any perspective on this one? Usually you would go for the weekly pass, I know.
I think they're definitely worth getting. I personally will be buying a 6-star set, but yeah, even at 4-star, I would say that they're definitely worth pursuing. Obviously, if you can afford it, you go for the 6-star set though.
I agree. Well, it's a very straightforward event. There isn't much actually for you to think about or do as a player. Just get the summoning cards, summon away. X10, of course, is preferred. You're with the X10 direction, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. That would be pretty much the 4-star, the stargazing. Actually, I did manage to get did manage to get 2 today. star 4 Berserk. So 2 are already available, and those give you 20% damage.
Yes, for passive counterattacks and pursuits.
Yeah, they are good.
So
But
not for standard attacks.
they're not for standard attacks. Let's
No,
go
so they're
back.
for heroes like Toku who have pursuit, or GS who has his kind of pursuit, or Wukong who has his counter. They're for those sorts of heroes.
Okay.
Or Pierre who has waiting game.
So you would recommend it for heroes other than... actually, you would recommend it for Toku, and then heroes that do counter attack, like Rockefeller, for instance. And
I mean, you can if you want to put that on him.
no, never. No, it's just what it says actually. In counter attack, there's a number of heroes that do counter attack for controllable passive skill. That's 100% the Fury Wave, as a main competitor for taking it. Yeah.
And Julia, obviously, with her passive of Leaf Strike.
Yeah, that would be something good. Getting 20% extra damage. It's good. I might actually try it on Tuku at some point, but maybe not anytime soon with this current star level. Paladin also, yeah. Every time she gets attacked, she can attack again, counter attack. Yeah, that's another good selection. And then moving on, we have the plain badges. By the way, I'm sorry I saw your message a little bit late, and the setup was destructive, and I was trying the web version of the game. Didn't really work because of certain files only on the phone. Yeah, it's been a tech experience like usual. You there?
Are you buying anything this plain badge?
Probably not, but I was actually talking to you. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes.
Okay. No, for the plain badges, probably not. Pretty much as I explained in the morning version, plain badge wise, you're gonna collect the watch ads directly, number 1, and then you're gonna move into the quests, pick up the 10, and then pick up the chest and all the usual. Yeah, the dead air is fantastic in I'm apologizing to you, but it's like nothing flying. It's okay. Yeah, so the quests you guys already know, and then earning a specific total gets you 100, and then there is another 200 that you can collect depending on the badge you would get, the badge amount. One thing players do try is at least buying the surprise metal chest, Metal Gear Solid, and then hopefully getting 200, 150 or 100, and you never know, it does give you an addition to the total that you get. Other than this, if you're looking at getting, well, that dark beautiful artifact which you can change and select the one that you want, you're gonna have to get the 1500. Let's hear your perspective of how to build up that 1500.
Okay, so there's obviously the $25 pack, there's the $10 pack, and there's the 5 $1 packs. That itself can bring you up to a lot. So around about, I'm not sure of the exact value, but I think it's around 700 with those packs, providing you don't pull anything good with the $1 ones. So then you just buy all of the $100 packs, and that will bring you, providing you did pull the on the $1 chests, that will bring you to the 1500.
So first the surprise metal chest to get anything you can, and then the value deal 699, the first one.
Yeah.
And then the second one, did I hear you on also the third one? I think, yeah.
The most expensive one, the week pack, which is the one in plain badge where you unlock extra, and then there is the daily claim one.
Ah, yes, that would usually try. Oh, yeah, I think it might get close enough, yeah. The maximum, the 500, and then of course you're relying on the 300 you'll earn from the total badges. That's 300. So,
Yes.
that's total of 800, and then what you collect actually from the quests comes close to 200 something. So let's say that will take you over 1000, pretty much over 1000.
Okay.
Yeah. And then with the surprise metal chest, if you get lucky enough, you might get maybe close to the remaining amount, but maybe sometimes you would lack a very small percentage that the 50 might fix. Okay. Yeah, that would be pretty much the right way to go. And then again, you can always go with the collect more direction, and that would give you a fantastic looking 100. And then you would cry over the amounts you spent, but the dark artifact will comfort you. Wow, that's a long way. And yes, Michael, you can always sell a kidney and get one artifact leveled up. Selling kidneys is the right way to go. Yeah, as always. Yeah. By the way, we have also Hero Reborn. Which hero did you go for this time?
I don't have enough essence, but I'd go for Pierre and use it for essence.
Not enough blood freeze, I'll understand. And not going for Lady Ivy?
I have plenty of her. I've got 2 immortal ones already.
Oh. So harsh to hear. Already you have 2. You know what I have. You already know what I have.
I do.
No, don't say that. You never know. We're working on them. You never know.
Go on, show me them.
Yeah, no. Okay, wait. Okay. See that? You're asking about those red dots.
Oh dear.
Hey, I did some improvement. You cannot see that much anymore. See, it's cleaner now.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay, so we also have currently the Hero Reborn, which I call it Hero Babyborn. Hero Babyborn. If you know Babyborn, yeah, that old toy. Pretty much you can exchange for. Yeah, look at those red dots. I agree. You can exchange for one of those difficult to get heroes, especially the S plus. And every time Hero Reborn is coming up, you should start saving the Blood Fraser earlier, before that. If you have only 4,000, like hell, you'll come close to 6k. It will never happen. So, do try to save the Blood Fraser when you can. Other than that, what would be your recommendation for players starting at the beginning of the game to exchange? You know these lovely exchanges here?
The plain badge?
Yeah, of course.
I would go Light of Divine, which is available in the new player plain badge. If you're not a whale, if you're a whale, then go for an evil, obviously. But if you're not, Light of Divine is for free to play.
We don't have that.
I know, because we aren't new players.
Yeah. Okay, got you. I guess try going for the Mithril or pretty much the S card if you need a hero, or the relic card if you're working on your relics, or the 4-star Sigil Universal. And that is pretty much how far you would go. You'll never get the 500. You won't even go above 240 something. Free to play, you'll never go beyond that. So you're stuck near the 150, and anything you're gonna exchange for, it will stop you from being able to exchange for other things. So either it's gonna be the Mithril, or the Vibranium ore, or the Common Summon Scrolls, that little cute robot for awakening, the 4 faction normal S, or the S Hero Relics card. It depends on what you're doing actually. Or the 4-star Universal Stigmata optional pack. And voila, amazing. Pretty much that is the current events for this week. Silent today, I can see. Okay.
I'm trying to be less judgy.
Less judgy. Oh, I see. It's because of what you see in the account. Well, I did tell you before we're gonna have a session of you butchering the owner and the account.
Oh, I can't wait.
If the Christmas event is in next week, I don't think it's gonna be next week. I don't think that we can happily do that. Pretty much fixing the errors of others.
I can't wait.
Oh my god. Okay. Fixing the error of others in one human account. One player account. Anyway. Anyway, aside from that, we are looking at the new ship. And of course, we want to hear your opinion about the Temporal Blade.
I think it's a good ship for against teams that heal. So like life as the time travel boss, people that use life, people that use Yi. It's good against teams like that, but not overly, definitely not the best ship.
We see a lot of criticism for the good looking. You can be judgy for me, sure. Come judge another stream and you can join and we can do a 3-way judging session. 2 versus 1.
Sounds fun.
Yep, we can look into that. Yep. So, if it's not the best ship, which ship is the best ship? Wink, wink back at you, Michael.
The best ship, in my opinion, is probably the front row one, which is Thunder. After that, it would be a tie between the ship of Theseus and the Dimension Hunter. And then you'd be looking at probably the front row, and then the new one, and then Black Samurai.
Understand. That's very saddening. It's okay, I won't be careful. So pretty much the Black Samurai is on the lower ranking because of how slow it is. Pretty much that's your main reason, right?
No, it's on the lower ranking because it is one of the least useful in terms of the stats that it gives.
Crushing. You're talking about these lovely boys, the HP and the attack.
Not so much that, but if you click into it, it'll tell you its special effects. See? In the first box.
Oh, yeah.
There.
Well, it reduces the enemy's maximum HP 2%, armor by 30 when they receive 5 attacks, as if you're gonna survive that long. It deals additional damage equal to 5% of its HP, and the damage shall not exceed 2 million. I guess the issue you have with it is the damage limitation and the slowness.
Yes. And the things that the other ships provide are better than that would be.
Yeah, I would agree. An increase in attack and burning effect that stacks up and carries on through rounds. Yeah, that's something. And then you have healing and damage immunity. That can actually be beneficial. And then for the third one in comparison, creating a vulnerability and the effects lost and gaining thunder strike 100. And if the hero's HP drops below 20, the rest of the text, extra damage happens. So yeah, I guess I understand what you mean. Pretty much I would go back and forth in usage anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
However, send that flower express. Thank you.
You know, you can see who sent it.
I can, but I don't want to find out. But I can do something even completely different. Spam it and send it.
I just wanted to be featured in your stream.
Okay. See?
No, now you've sent them back. How lovely.
How lovely without even knowing. It's a guessing direction. Anyway, on more positive aspects, and I'm hoping you're gonna like this one. Hey, look, wow, it's been completed. I know, you completed it 100 years ago. I know, nothing special.
Oh, well, okay.
So yeah, Union Tech has been completed. Union Institute now is gonna take the main focus, especially for the 25 weekly activity. So moving on to another thing. How's the quantum invasion Logan direction going with you?
I am not going to talk about that.
Why aren't you going to talk about that? Because you're afraid it might get patched?
I have my reasons.
Ooh, a woman with
I happen
reasons.
to know my union leader is watching this as well, so yeah, not gonna talk about it.
That's perfectly fine. It's okay. It's okay. I will talk about it in your place. You prefer I don't talk about it and let's just move on?
I mean, you can talk about it, but I probably won't give you any meaningful answers.
No. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, it's okay. Will not kill you. You do not share the secrets of the secrets of the secrets. Well, pretty much since you'll... Okay, go for it. Either write it in a long comment or take her call place or jump in a call somehow or do it 3 ways. Figure out something. Look away. Okay. Well, pretty much the entire direction is getting Einstein out of the battle, eliminating anything that still exists when he's out of the battle, whether it's the Biowolf, and unfortunately I already did the battle, so we cannot show anything or do it. Either it's the Biowolf or the T-2080, which are from the Terminator movie, 100%. So the direction, kill them in less than 2 rounds, preferably 1 round, and take Einstein out by using Logan. That's pretty much the methodology of it. Other than this, survive until battle 10 by recovering HP. Use time, use, if you can, who else? The Music Fairy, also for an increase in attack. Use the God Slayer as your main DPS. Also, who else? Yes. Someone actually is trying the Forest Dancer Julia in terms of her counter and her ability with a mixture of addition when you add her to the God Slayer. The direction is kill them, let them not breathe, let them not go into rage mode, recover HP, and that's pretty much the entire direction. Other than this, there's a couple of points. Some people it works with them for the couple of times, then it doesn't work, and then the damage amount, blah blah blah. Some people have added Logan and have tried using him with level 1 pretty much. It doesn't work if he doesn't have enough HP, especially related to his awakening, so you might want to awaken him better than just excellent copy. Other people have actually added him to the Spirit Link, but the preference is pretty much to make him the fastest, so he can do his attack, his special attack, at the beginning as number 1, and he's gonna be put in number 1. So preferably the need to awaken him, the need to work on him. Even if you're gonna add him as level 1, that's fine. And that is the majority of it. Of course, you can use artifacts to reduce damage, to recover HP, to increase the damage output. You can also, of course, work on different hero talents that will match the Biowolves or the T20. Also, it is not worth it to add certain types of heroes to that battle that will only attack the hero in number 1 because he'll never be taken out. That kind of also means you cannot use the Fury Wave, because the Fury Wave needs them to be killed so he can actually do his good stuff. That's the majority of what I can say, and that's the shorter version. Silence of
Okay.
the Lambs. Okay. I know you're not gonna comment, that's fine.
You're right, I'm not.
Okay. I believe you. Anyway, one of the things I actually was surprised that it happened, which is fantastic, the duplication.
Yeah.
Yeah. So because yeah.
How are you going with that?
Hmm?
How are you going with the duplication?
Oh, happy, very happy. Every time I kept telling you, eventually I'll get the divine prayer. Eventually I'll get the divine prayer, right?
And you have it. Congrats.
Thank you, thank you. And now they're completed, and now I need to complete them from the start. And because that update came now, it messed up what I'm already planning of waiting until this is 20. And if it wasn't launched near that time, I would have gotten the Devil's Pupil. But because it's launched, it can reset itself and start one by one from the beginning. So that kind of messed up getting the Devil's Pupil. Thank you.
I see.
Yeah, because without the duplication, whenever you actually hit the highest drop rate needed for an artifact, it has no option except pushing the Devil's Pupil. But now it has multiple options. Whee! Sad.
And then it gets harder to pull again.
Hoping not. I still need to try with at least 20 chests minimum to actually see if the drop rate will be different. On the positive side, we have at least Divine Prayer now, and it can actually make a difference. And no more the Divine Prayer is missing, at least. You can get it from an event. Okay, I got it already.
Well, at least you finally have it, so I can stop judging you for not having it.
Yeah, imagine that. The happiness, the joy.
I'm sure you're thrilled about that one.
No, not to that degree, actually. It came up and messed other things. I was gonna get it eventually, regardless. There are other ways to get it.
I'm sure.
Yeah, okay. Sure. Anyway, what was I gonna say related to that? Well, it's a new direction that they're having, which is actually, I think, is something good. Also, yes. One of the conditions, or actually the main condition to unlock the 6th artifact is having the 7th, sorry, is having the 6 artifacts. So since I already had the original 6, that's how it got unlocked pretty much. That's just information. And also, of course, there is this, the artifact resonance, the resonance attribute. Having 2 of the same artifacts and then equipping them, you can actually get the shared bonus status. For you, have you actually been able to use in the same battle the heroes that are using the same artifact?
You can, but the artifact abilities go away. So they'll keep the stats, they just won't keep the abilities. So Divine Prayer won't work like Divine Prayer if it's in the battle twice. It'll only work on the hero that's strongest.
Yeah, I thought it might work like that. One hero will get its effect, the other one will get pretty much this. Something like this. That's it, right?
Yeah.
Makes sense. Imagine 2 heroes that can use Fatal Judgment in the same battle. That would have been something.
I wouldn't look forward to that.
I would love to see
like
it.
if you were in a battle with 2 orbs, you wouldn't want to face someone like that.
It would be fun. It still would be fun, at least. You're not gonna win. You're gonna watch extreme brutality, but that's the point, kinda. That's the point. In any case, other than this, I don't think there's much that has been pushed. Other than that, is there anything else I missed?
I don't think so.
Wow. Nothing. Okay.
Well.
Yeah.
Why have you got that annoying dot in the top corner?
Which annoying dot? Oh, that.
Up in the top corner.
I don't know.
Is that the
it suddenly
Discord
showed.
one?
It suddenly showed, actually. It suddenly showed. It wasn't there before, actually. It's pushing to select country or region. Okay. Uh-huh. 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 My God, my country doesn't exist here. Surprise.
Oh, that's a shame.
What a shame. I need to select something different.
You're from a fake country.
It's a joke. It's a joke. Oh yeah. That looks fantastic. One of these will be fantastic. Right. Yeah, sure. Let's go with that. Okay, red dot there. Oh my God, why is it still there exactly?
That's a good question. I think
Mm-hmm.
is mine still there? Let me see. Nope, my dot went away. I believe it is an announcement. Or it is that little gift box you've got on Community.
That little children's box.
There, next to Community. Nope.
Yeah. Interesting. I know
And
what.
if you go back to the game, you should get 300 diamonds. There you go.
Was that actually also available for you, triggered today or yesterday?
Yes, triggered today.
Okay. And it's still there regardless. It doesn't want to die.
Mine's gone now, but I think I had to close and open the app again.
Ah, yeah, it's one of those. Okay, that's fine actually. That's something good. And time to annoy you a little by looking at this.
What are we looking at?
Oh, just resources collected.
Oh dear. Why? Why on earth do you have that much stuff?
Planet Venus, not on Earth. Planet Venus.
Yeah.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. This is for the amusement of prettiness. My God, my goodness. Say something, Michael. This is because I want to work on the succubus sigil. That's why it's being kept like that, right? This is pretty. This is pretty much for supreme chest summoning. This is for wow. Yes, I agree. The wow. This is for actually unlocking it when I feel like it and giving it to a specific hero. Coming up. The rest are pretty much usual resources any player had. No. I'm from the upper level. This one, I'm collecting it only for the purpose of unlocking a large amount also of it. That's kind of my thing. I like to try the untryable, do the undoable, just to see what will happen. By the way, we did the 1000, I did the 1000 love summon in the morning.
And how'd that go?
1S hero.
Oh, that's sad.
It's always like that, actually. The drop rate is in 100 heroes summoned, you can get 1S or S plus.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, but I tried it, so at least I know. That kind of is the point. What would happen if you would break certain things in the limit, the amount, to see what will happen? So yeah, it's still okay. And then I took her to the recycle station, Stormwalker, and then got rid of her after that. And then we're gonna do the same treatment for Afra. And then life is good again. So because there isn't actually a lot of things to do on the current events, because they're very much limited to certain things, there is...
Kind of boring in terms of interaction. They're more money events.
Oh, but to be honest, it is a game that has a section free to play and then pay to win. So no, they're not for entertainment purposes per se. They're more for resources purposes. And the purpose of any game, of course, is to make the money, give me the money. So there's nothing that much different than other games. I guess the pricing is the only thing people can actually say have something to say about it, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, one of the two things I wanted to do on a call with you, let's have fun looking at the hero attributes, all of it, explaining it by one go.
Okay.
I also in a previous stream, one of my solos, I got a question of the force and the force resistance. Do you have any info?
Yes.
What is the force and what is the force resistance?
So I know no one has really worked out a specific formula yet, but basically it's just added damage. So there's what you would do in damage, and then they add that percentage on top. I know that they haven't, of the players, because customer service is never going to tell us, of the players, I don't think they've worked out exactly how it's calculated yet, whether it's based on top of crit and on top of broken armor, or whether it's based before they added and they're added on top. I know that hasn't been calculated, but basically force is just increased damage and force resist is decreased damage. So if your force is higher than the force res, the damage will appear blue. Like the letters, the numbers, they'll appear blue. Whereas if the resist is higher than the force, they're just going to appear like they used to back before force existed, with white and orange.
Yeah, I do remember I had the coloring of text in battling before where it looked bluish when you're actually in xwar or battling. So that's one of the reasons. And then it removed itself and went back to the normal coloration. I guess because both are equal now, nothing is showing. So I guess force, you get the blue color, blue text and damage?
Yeah. So it's basically the same way as broken armor and damage immune work, where broken armor adds damage, whereas damage immune takes it away. So if broken armor is higher than damage immune, it's increasing the base damage, whereas if damage immune is higher than broken armor, it's decreasing the damage.
Yeah, it does make sense. One can help increase the damage, one can help and reduce the damage, and how many damage can you do? Yeah. Okay, I guess one point I would add related to the force and force resistance to complete the point that you're talking about. Force attributes, force and force resistance actually come from the reincarnation treasury. Right, there is actually a new addition in the reincarnation treasure. Okay.
That there is the crit damage one.
Yeah, the creation. A forging pointing system where the more you summon, you get some points, and then when you have 1000 forge points, you can exchange it for a creation treasure. This will actually help players who do not come out as the top 100 minimum to actually get more creation, treasure directly. It doesn't show any methodol, so it's going to be the treasure directly.
Which is great. It's going to help bridge part of the gap between free-to-play and play-to-win. I say that while they released double artifacts. But yeah, that's the aim of that.
Of course, because if you're mentioning that the force and force resistance, one can help to increase one can help to increase your damage output, and the other to reduce the damage that you can take. Pretty much any person, any player who has too much of creation methodol, and then he did the advance and enhance and all that beautiful things, he will gain a large amount of damage ability for all his heroes, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Alex is still the top. Sorry, I wanted to come back
I don't even know Alex.
Kinda, yes, no, maybe, kinda. Right, so going back to the attributes. Power, the CP, what is that?
Irrelevant mostly. So combat power is a calculation based on different stats of your hero. For example, your broken armor will raise it more than attack will, and armor will raise it more than crit resist will. But the thing is, those sorts of stats are still important. Whereas skill damage, for example, that isn't useful on, like, effectively useful on any hero except 3 of them, it will add a lot more CP than any of the other stats will. And that's why I say it is irrelevant, because skill damage is an artificial inflator where it's actually less useful than most of the other stats for most heroes.
I see. So the CP is just an overall calculation of everything, kinda, with additions that don't actually do much for you in battle or make a difference, a huge difference that you can see. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. HP, of course, is your health bar. That is exactly what's drained in any battle. That's how you die fast. The damage, the health bar. Nothing there, I guess. That's it.
Not really. Yeah, you can increase that. For some heroes, they base their attacks off of HP. That's not very many though. So most heroes will base their attacks off attack. So even Thinker bases his attacks off attack, whereas heroes like you will base it off HP.
Okay, understand. You're talking about his trigger, right? Pretty much when his HP goes down, reduction, and then the action will be taken. Yeah, he's a unique hero. The Emperor.
Yeah.
Okay. Armor, pretty much your armor that will help in reducing the damage you take. That's
right. So I believe the current calculation is that for every 10,000 armor, it's 10% damage reduction, which isn't the same as damage immune.
Speed is the ability to take action and attack, and the higher the speed number, that pretty much will be the hero who goes first in the lineups, or your lineup, pretty much.
So speed determines the order in which your team and their team attacks. So if you had a 200 speed thinker and they had a 128 speed thinker, yours is going first. That being said, if there are 2 heroes that are the same speed, the one in the lower positioning goes first. So if you have a 133 Toku in position 6 and someone else has a 133 Toku but it's in position 4, yours will go first.
So the backliners, if both parties are using the same hero, the hero who's faster in the backliner will attack first, right?
So no, if they're the same speed, so after speed comes positioning.
Okay, so same speed, and then same hero, and then same backliners, and then number 5 and 6. Who would go first?
So 6 would go first.
Why not 5? Why not 5?
I don't know, I didn't make the game.
I know. I'm just amazed. That point is weird. Okay, so the numbering wouldn't matter in that point. What matters... the numbering wouldn't matter.
In that instance is positioning, yeah.
Reverse, actually. Okay. I guess that's one of the reasons why in Galaxy wanted Toku goes in number 6 sometimes and number 3. Also to protect her from damage?
Yeah.
Okay. What if they're both at number 6? Yeah. What would
then
be...
it's 50-50.
Randomized. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's a Western standoff. That's a good way of explaining it. The faster in taking action randomly by the system can shoot the other and destroy them. Okay. Critical, I always explain it as the ability to land a critical hit, and when you land those, the damage can increase that you do. That's it.
Yeah, so crit is the chance of hitting a critical hit. So if you have 0% crit and 80% crit damage, that's not going to do anything because you have a 0% chance to get a crit hit. same as if you had like a 100% crit chance and you had 0% crit damage. What's the point? Because a crit hit's not going to do any more damage anyway.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. Critical resistance, of course, would be the resistance of the same attribute, but vice versa, the opposite side when you're attacked.
So someone, ideally, if they were to face your Toku, would want to have at least 138.5% crit.
Okay. Okay. Next, the critical damage. That's pretty much when you actually land the critical, the percentage of increase or the number of increase of to that how much damage will be increased, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Fantastic. And then, of course, the critical damage resistance is the vice versa when that's done to you, how much you can reduce from that damage.
Exactly. So if your crit damage resistance is higher than their crit damage, their critical hit's not going to do anything. So it'll still give the animation as if it's a critical hit, but it won't actually give any more damage than a standard hit would have.
Okay, so the higher the critical damage resistance versus versus the opponent with critical damage, but it's lower than the critical damage resistance for the hero. Then it will not land the critical, or it will not cause additional damage.
Yeah, it won't cause additional damage. It'll still cause a critical hit. That critical hit just won't do anything.
Good to know. So, do you build up your critical damage resistance?
Of course.
Of course. You go to the Union Institute? Good place?
Union Institute, armor, bigs, all of the little bits and pieces that can add it. I have the treasure.
Instead of showing my miserable heroes, let's do the naughty thing and go to you. You know that I do the spying direction, right?
Oh, of course you do.
No, not really, actually. I only do it when recording videos. Other than this, I never actually do it because it's pointless. Unless there's a reason.
I've got a Japanese name at the moment, so you're probably not going to... There I am.
Yeah, changing the names, doing interesting stuff. Maybe learning Chinese, Japanese. That's good. I'll translate that name later. So here we can actually see something that looks much, much better than my account. Yeah, I did this before. The view of where you're at, actually.
Of course you did.
You increased one level. You were at 5.6 something, 5.67, 5.68. Okay, you've been leveling up. Good for you. So yeah, you got the 4S plus. That's good. You increase to level plus 40. That's good. And then you have your sigil, and you're relying on all these additional bonuses. Now you're looking at the critical damage that you can make. Critical damage resistance plus 10. Not interested that much in critical damage resistance, right? Kill everything. Wipe it out.
I am. I just don't have particularly defensive storms.
Makes sense. Why would you?
Exactly.
Yeah. Why would you?
I get good stats on them.
Yeah. And then we can see something interesting, that if you get all the relics to level 60 and then T1, you can gain a huge boost. That's too much. That's 8 million. That is 8 million. My God. Okay, and then you've what? Why is that stone named like that? Okay.
What do you mean?
Alexander.
Ooh, I need to change one of her stones, I think, unless that's a crit damage resist one.
Yeah. But the thing is, the name. Interesting. Okay. So yeah, you've put in the effort, got all three, and let's look at your bonuses. Oh, level 90. So sad, so heartbreaking, but very good still. Speed critical, attack critical resistance. You're doing very, very well. Let's look at your talent selection. Oh. Nice. Weakness found. Usually people not a lot use weakness found, but yeah, nice selection.
It's the PvP talents.
Okay. Makes sense. 3, 4, 4, 3. Okay, and then your beloved, one of a kind. We have Vital. Of course, that's a good selection because he spits out poison pretty much.
Yes. I know that for a while there was a bug where Vital wasn't adding extra damage when Orochi was hitting. I'm not so sure if it's fixed yet or not, but I know that that's a lot of reason why people don't use it. I, however, don't use it for that purpose. I use it to heal, so he lives longer.
Live on longer. Live on longer.
Yes.
Yes. Sounds like a song, and it is a song. Yeah, so as we can see, her account is doing fantastic, and if you want more exposure, let's expose everyone. Okay, ignoring the galaxy, Kronos, okay, working on it, but not leveling up. Sanctuary did a little bit of fantastic looking good effort, and creation was your priority. In terms of collection and upgrades, your force is high and looking great. Let's look at your overall bonus. That's why I say it's more of a spying and looking into the data. Faction bonus 105%. Force resistance 22.9. Looking great. Union LGC Kingdom, by the way. Wink,
Yes.
wink. Wink, wink. It's okay. One day, eventually, my direction in union-wise, one day. There are many unions. It will just take its time. Right, so back...
One day. One day.
Actually, it's based on the overall power of the account, so it's not that much of a one day, never gonna happen. And, also the friendly list is already existing in different parts and different unions. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty much all around, actually. So, especially this one. Oh, there's a
I
reason.
mostly have accounts from old servers, but a couple of newer ones.
That's still good. But the direction of spreading the friendies list in different unions is actually to have more applicable directions of jumping.
I suppose.
I do need the serial for the serial number for the union or an invite that can work easier. Right.
That it can.
Thank you. I try. Yes, I know. When you're looking at this account in comparison to your account, it's like death comes to all. Yeah, I know.
It's not that bad.
Depends on what you see, what you believe, how you judge. It's bad in many different levels. They're hidden, but let's not show it. Anyway, so we're at the point of skill damage. You already said it is a useless, kinda. Pretty much from my perspective, skill damage is when the hero uses his special skill, filling up his energy bar and attacking.
Yeah, so skill damage is only applicable to the one that uses that energy, so the ultimate or the ulti. That being said, it is only, because of how it's calculated, it's only more effective than things like broken armor and crit damage when the multiplier of attack for that specific skill is lower than 200%. And for the vast majority of heroes, that is not the case.
Cough. Yeah, I'm guessing you're looking at it from a perspective it doesn't give that much of an addition or boost, but it does give something.
I'm looking at it from the perspective of you'd be better off with broken armor.
Okay, harsh reality. No problem. Okay, so holy damage, pretty much that's related to, I guess, the god heroes, right?
Yeah, holy damage, only god heroes have it. It's like, you know how Chloris ignores everything, so she has true damage, which ignores armor, it ignores broken armor, it ignores all of those things. Holy damage is a lot like that. And yeah, only God heroes have it.
Of course, they're holy.
Yeah.
God heroes, yeah. Okay, and then effective hit. Effective hit is the what? The efficiency of landing a CC?
Yeah, so effect hit is the chance to land an effect. So Twine from Eve, Stun from Zeus,
Medusa.
Shackle from Darkness, all of those things are effects, and basically effect hit is the chance to hit with them.
So pretty much you're saying if someone is going after the stun direction, raising the effective hit, for instance, for Rockefeller, will help him in actually landing more effective stuns and when counteracting.
Yes.
Makes sense why he sucks. Okay, and I'm guessing effective resistance is the resistance of being affected by an effect like petrification, charm, twining, etc., etc.
Yes.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. Let's not do anything related to Rockefeller.
Okay.
So you have hit and then dodge. Hit and miss.
Yeah. So dodge is the ability to just, not get hit. And hit is the
ability to hit.
So, so dodge, you'll find Wings has it. So it has that evasion thing that pops up. That's what dodge is.
Yeah.
Where they just flat out don't get hit because, I don't know, they miss. So hit is the counter to that. So if you had someone with wings, like you were against someone with wings, you'd want someone with a high hit rate. But you don't come across that very often, and wings can only be used twice now, so it's not really something you can build. That being said, it's not really something you can get in a stat either.
True. It's only from effects of artifact or something. Yes, panda, and he looks the emoji of panda death. Yeah, so pretty much increasing his dodge is the evasion text that shows where he doesn't get hit. It's yeah, that's why he's thrown in number 1 as a meat shield, because he can keep trying to evade getting hit, and it's built in his kit, his skill, his technique of running away.
Yeah.
So dodge would be evasion, and hit would be the counter of that. Increasing it will allow you to hit who has dodge. Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much.
To stop them from dodging.
You bad panda. Go back to Kung Fu Panda number 4 coming up. Stop with the hit and the dodge. Okay. Accuracy. Sounds very important.
Is the counter to block. So block is the ability to negate 30% damage. So in this case, Panda has a 44% chance to negate 30% damage of something that's hit him. So accuracy is the counter to that. So if your accuracy was higher than block, he's not going to be able to block, and he's going to take all the damage.
Ah, that makes sense. High level of accuracy, not the highest, but still high, 86%. So that will pretty much stop heroes. Stop heroes that are actually less in block in 86%, so they would take the full damage.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess that covers accuracy and block. So block is the ability to reduce the damage taken by 30% with a chance that comes out of the percentage, which is 40 or more. And then accuracy is the ability to land the full damage regardless, going against block and reduction, the 30%. Okay. And then we have broken armor damage immunity. Broken armor.
So broken armor, much like force, is the increased damage on top of your regular attack, your crit, your critical hit. It caps out at 100% for PvE, but it doesn't cap out for PvP. The reason it caps out for PvE is because in-game modes like xwar, the heroes don't have any damage immune, which is the counter to broken armor. So in, obviously, PvP, people do have damage immune, so broken armor doesn't really have a cap, and the later in the game you get, the higher the cap, like the theoretical cap would be, because the later in the game you get, the more damage immune people have, so the more broken armor you can have. Damage immune itself, which is the counter to broken armor, it reduces damage, so it has a cap, an unimpeded cap of somewhere between 70 and 75%. So even if the other person has no broken armor, you would have a cap of 75%, which means you couldn't get rid of all the damage pretty much. You can't ever at any point have it so the opponent doesn't do any damage whatsoever. In PvE, obviously 75% or 70% is the cap because they don't have broken armor, whereas in PvP it's higher because it's 70 to 75% higher than whatever your opponent's broken armor is.
So broken armor will add more damage to the attacks, and damage immunity is only to reduce. Is it to reduce the total damage, including the damage, the addition from broken armor, or only the damage addition from broken armor?
Both.
So it will function for both the normal attack or the original attack amount, the damage, plus the broken armor added to it. So it will work on both. Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
And fantastic. Finally, we can take that, clip it, give it to anyone who asks about the attributes, and then there will be no need to actually ever explain it again for me, for anyone, and then they can just get the link again and again and again and again. What is this? What is that? Here, have the link. Enjoy. Thank you. Now reality is much, much better because that question keeps popping up again and again and again. Okay, so since we're close to wrapping up, someone actually wrote a comment of desiring, and I'm gonna leave you to, you can manage that, you can do it. It's pretty much 2115. Someone left a comment asking, can you show me how to beat xwar 2115? This was on one of the testing videos copies that I did. It's not on the Discord now on the stream. No, it's not. But he did leave that comment, so I kind of read it. There was attempts to actually create the stream. So he pretty much is hello, good evening. He pretty much was asking how to beat xwar 2115. So how about you give the perfection advice of how to beat it? Take into account.
Oh, it's hard when I don't have heroes that would struggle to pass that anymore. Let's have a look.
Sure.
Okay, so it's got Eddie in it, so immediately I'd use Q-Pen. So Q-Pen, you could probably get away with Toku, Thinker, maybe Blaze, Runner. I think that's 5. And then we'll go Eve for spot in there as well. Okay, so we'll go Blaze for spot 1. Thinker for spot 2. Actually, no, let me change my mind. We'll stick with that. Eve for spot 3. Runner for spot 5 with Q-Pen in spot 4, and Toku for spot 6. And we'll give it a go. It should be easy for you because your heroes are higher than their level. That is Ronin and not Runner.
Okay, let's give it a go, and it's going to be interesting because Toku will wipe out all of them immediately. No, that was so hard, so long. Actually, without even giving it a go, one hero can actually beat all of them. If you look at the total amount of their overall power. What is the best plus support hero? The Emperor. Okay. So, I guess for something that's more convenient for people to see, oh my god, there is no recent clearance. Okay. Let's take out all those beautiful looking boys. Let's actually try something a little bit weaker.
Okay.
The struggle.
Let's see what you've got.
Everything I got will erase their entire existence. Of course, fine. It still will. The issue really is the overall power difference. Many things also. Wow. That looks beautiful. No. Unfortunately, that's the best we can do in giving the lineup. I can give another lineup, I guess. Yeah, okay, let me think of another lineup.
Blue.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Freakish weird scenario happened that kinda killed all the internet while it's working. Imagine that. Wow.
That's unlucky.
Stuff happens. It's okay. What's important is I'm back and you're back, and yeah. So yeah, you're actually speaking at that time, and I'm sorry for the disconnection.
That's okay.
Okay, so we're at... Yes, his internet died. Luckily, he didn't die. So that's the good perspective here. He has risen back, yes. Yeah, it ended so abruptly, like... Killed. Okay. It's okay. We're back. So yeah, we were actually in the 21-15, yeah. And I was actually trying to formulate a lineup, and then you were saying something.
Yeah, I said my legendary Yi beat it, so I don't think I'd be able to help very much with the lineup.
Yes, I do wonder sometimes when you look at accounts like this and players, do you look down on us? Like, you remember the hassle of the, okay, time to build this and then awaken this hero, and then of course, okay, one of your heroes can be sufficient enough to take them all out. So how do you feel when you're looking at lower end accounts?
I can't judge, because I mean, at some point I'm sure I was there. It's just been a while. I try not to judge newer accounts as much.
Yes.
Older accounts, absolutely, because they should know better. But newer accounts, no.
So I should know better, right?
You're not an old account yet.
I'm a new account. Very, very new.
Like, you're a new account compared to my account.
No. I'm a baby account still. No. Yeah. Just trying to escape. Run away from it. Okay, so we have 3 lovely looking trees. I was going with the failure direction of Rockefeller is one of the best heroes to be used in this scenario in terms of, well, stunning those 3 frontline trees, except for those red dots. I will leave them as much as I can, as long as I can, just for annoying purposes.
Fair enough.
No, not fair enough, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's not fair, but for other people, I mean, but it's okay. Okay, so we have those 3 trees. Definitely Rockefeller can be a good selection. The issue with trying Lady Ivy in number 1, that Eddie's gonna burn the number 1, number 2, and number 3 together. So putting a hero in number 2 is gonna be a little bit problematic because of the burn damage. Especially at this stage, you wouldn't be strong enough to survive his continuous burning effects. So something that can make a difference, maybe using Medusa to petrify the backliners. I'm guessing that can also work. Can be a direction. And then, oh, he actually sent me a message during the... Oh, interesting. You have a recent clearance.
Yes, my server happens to have recent clearances.
Okay, let me share that with the lovely people already in the stream. And then it's on Discord, so hold on for a second while I try to throw it on the YouTube as well. That's not gonna work. YouTube does not accept images. So sorry, YouTube. It's only available to be seen on Discord. Happy Discord people. So yeah, we can see that you went and did the attempt directly, and you actually used... Let's try and find where she is. Which faction was she from? I can't remember.
She's a god hero.
Yeah, she's from the God Universe. Yes. Is the... yes. She, Serenity pretty much used one hero in the entire lineup with an overall total power of... And then another... Yeah. Looking at that now, it's a little bit small. Okay. 3,248,672. Okay, so with 3 million, one hero, you were able to beat them completely. Good for you. Good for you.
Thank you.
Here is the hero, 12 million, right? And that's not anywhere comparison to the hero you used. You're just 3 million and you were able to do it. Okay, so we might use actually something like this in terms of Ninetale Idol to reflect some damage, Lady Ivy for her twining, Medusa to actually try at least for the petrification. Who else can we add that can make a difference? Yeah, Saber Ronin can also work. Shove him in the behind. I'm guessing many players at the beginning will have General of Rescue, so sure, we can put him also. Not the best, but yeah. And then I guess Einstein, because you'll be wiped out or the front line will take sufficient damage. I guess this can work. This can work. It is xwar. Yes, Zachary, it is xwar. What do you think of the red dots will always remain? What do you think of this formulation lineup?
I would use Q-Pan because he will cleanse the burn.
Okay, that can also be done. And yes, it is worth it, but yeah, she's right. Julian or Moonlight Paladin has something better to offer actually. But still, you're gonna need Thinker anyway, so it's not a competition of this forever better than this forever. It depends on the scenario. At least, go for it. Go, you can do it. Go. Oh, you're not gonna explain. Okay, I will do it. The volume seems low. Okay, let's try to work on the volume a little bit. Not a problem. So yeah, Thinker does have his ability of the duration of health shield that can become infinite or infinite. That kinda is the ability for him to keep recovering pretty much. So he's a good meat shield. But that's at level 30. But in comparison, if you go to the Moonlight Paladin, where is that little cute girl? And then we want to view, I'm guessing her skill. Not actually the skill, the special. Yeah. So her pretty much ability Song of Triumph. When she's level 30, she can recover all allies' HP and increase their attack. So that actually would benefit you more than Thinker.
That's right. That's why hers is more beneficial.
Yes. See, she gave you fantastic advice. She would prefer Moonlight Paladin over Thinker. Think of at least Moonlight Paladin, she can recover all the allies' HP. In comparison, Thinker will only use his ultimate skill or special skill, and then he'll recover part of their HP, right? And then at the same time, he will not increase their attack. So it's a 2-in-1 direction. Then she has her counter every time. She can keep on slashing them. And she also has her fantastic looking skin where she went to the swimming pool and got a water gun instead of a sword, and then got a katana, a new one. So advancing. First it was a horse, and now we're looking at a duck.
A floaty.
You found what?
A floaty.
A floaty. Yeah, it's good. Isn't that floaty? Does it have an engine?
It looks like it's a jet ski / floaty.
Yeah. One jet ski and one floaty, and hopefully she knows how to swim. From dirt as a knight to the sea. If you notice, if you actually think about it, this forever stays away from water, and this has turned into a water prince, lord, princesses, something with swimming attire. So fantastic. So yeah, I guess that would be 2115. Pretty much try the lineup Serenity Advice, which is actually one of the best you can use, or this one, or we can think of something else, but I guess that would be sufficient. And also you can always join the Discord. I'll share a link to the Discord channel on the YouTube, since this is like one category and then a completely different place, YouTube and then versus Discord. So let me throw that Discord link on the stream on YouTube. So I guess that pretty much covers everything we can imagine available. There's nothing remaining actually. Maybe just any questions you guys might have. See, someone already threw it there. Thinker skin would be a lifeguard on the beach. Baywatch Thinker. You're trying to turn him into the Rock, right? Wrong person. Completely wrong person. Thinker's skin, actually, I think some people did some artwork related to how his skin might look. We're trying to go Fantastic Four direction and then go with the earth material that's on his body. Build him up like a tank, a literal tank that has red looking rocks all over his body. He becomes pretty much like a character from there. Already is the... Okay, good one. Dwayne Johnson would be proud. 100%. Good one. Anyway. Yes. Rocks of Steel, Heart of Steel. One of his eyes is bye-bye for that eye. If you look carefully. Too many rocks got into his eye. No pun intended. It's okay. He'll eventually recover. Anyway, I guess that covers the majority of anything that's available, because there isn't that much. For now, what would be the recommendation you would give for people? Sorry?
Sorry.
Yes. Try one more time. Yep.
I think that just about covers everything. You're right.
Okay. Anything you would like to give as a recommendation for the people, made for the people, by the people, and more questions have been shoved now. I was actually asking about recommendations related to Christmas, the event that's coming up.
Ooh, the Christmas event.
Yes.
Love that event. So the Christmas event, if it's based anything off last year, it is a 2-week-long event and it counts as the New Year's event. It also comes with a 14 stocking thing, which you'll find sampled in the current version of the Hero Build Guide, the Christmas edition, where you can buy a stocking every day, and every day it comes with a different deal. They are really, really worth it. I think most days it's 15 uru and some scrolls, and then day 14 I'm pretty sure is like 100 uru. So it's really, really worth it every single day of the New Year event. I believe last year there was a new skin. There may have been a new artifact, and it's got heaps of different parts working to it. So like it had the things that we had in Chinese New Year, the things we had in the anniversary, where you had to collect letters and you could exchange them for things. So I think the New Year, providing it is the same event as it was last year, will be absolutely worth spending in. It will be worth participating in, and you've got to make sure that you participate actively, because I know that there's things that you can only get if you participate actively.
Agree. If you remember the lunar event and the New Year event and the different games that were in it and the rewards and all of that, yeah, it is worth it. So I guess I should save up, right? No? Hello. And for some reason her side dropped. Hello, are you there?
Yes.
Yeah, so I was saying I guess I should save up, right?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the Christmas and New Year event because it's good for free-to-play, it's good for mid-range players, it's good for whales. Basically, it has different things that benefit everybody, including the free-to-play, which is pretty rare in this game.
Very rare. Michael, send a wow emoji, the emoji that's pushing on the sides of the face, as my reaction, something like that. Thank you,
I
Mike.
can't wait. It was a great event last year, absolutely worth spending in, and it wasn't even that expensive. It will be another great event this year, I am sure.
Hopefully, yes. Okay, so let's wrap up by finishing the remaining parts of the questions. And yeah, we'll move from there. Rocks of Steel, Hearts of Steel. Okay. GF asks, next question. I have Zeus Mystic Plus now. I can make him a Transcend Plus from the legend, from the moon, pretty much. Or he should buy the Dimensional Emperor Legend Plus instead. He means he can build a copy and then upgrade it to Legendary Plus. What should he prioritize? Pretty much getting Zeus to Transcend Plus.
Yeah, I would recommend finish building the one you're building first, because once you start branching out and starting to build another hero, but then you have the chance to build another hero, so you start building that one, all of a sudden you're building 5 different heroes and none of them are getting anywhere. So it's better to focus on 1 or 2 at once. So I focus on a god hero and I focus on a regular hero at the same time, because obviously you get them in different ways, and that gets them built a lot faster than if you were trying to build several different heroes at once, because then it comes down to, okay, do I pick this one and get that there, or do I pick that one and get that one there? And you get tempted to use your faction summons and all of that on other things, unless you're focused. So it's better to focus on 1 god uni hero and 1 regular hero at the same time, instead of spreading out and building multiple ones. That being said, Anubis and Time are different, and they don't count for that, because they can be obtained in many, many more ways than the rest of the god heroes. So you don't get Time or Anubis through the faction summons, because you can get them through them all. You can get them through Essence, you can get them through I'm sure there's other things, which makes them easier to obtain than Zeus, than Yi, than Darkness, than Blue Cadia, who can only go through the faction summons. So basically you can build Anubis in time, as well as another God Uni hero and a regular hero at the same time, because they are all obtained in different ways.
If you didn't notice what I was showing actually, or part of it, it's pretty much highlighting what you're saying exactly. Spread out on different heroes, and it is yeah. This kind of, I think Michael is also a participant in doing that with me.
Michael has a lot of mortal god heroes. He is just pretending not to at the moment.
Oh, Michael. Oh, trickery. It's not like me, it's like you, and referring back to me. Got it. Okay, another good one. Okay, Robot Thinker is the fake skin. I saw it, looks cool. How about Hawkins is an advanced version of Thinker after everything died. Advanced futuristic. He looks like Thinker. He looks like Hawkins. Right, okay. Thought it would make the nature... Okay, Transformers. We do need a hero that looks like the Transformers, and we have Mecha Valkyria for that. Exosma, free gods would make... Never, you will never get a free god. Or a universe god. It will never happen. Or you can be like me, don't play actively and pay the penalty of 1 year to get... It's okay. After 1 year, if you spend some money, the account will still be stuck in the same place, and then you'll be, oh, I'm 60 million or 50 million or even 30 million, and everyone is 100 million. Then you're gonna cry, and it will be okay after a couple of days. Okay. Build Zeus to Transcend Plus for moving to Darkness. Yeah, sure. Build what you can, just as Serenity advised. What you're working on now, finish it first and then move to something else. Transcend Plus Zeus.
With Zeus, I do strongly recommend getting his exclusive to level 30 quickly. That means that you won't need to use the third talent 3 anymore, because it is to do with control. And Zeus's level 30 exclusive prevents him from being stunned. So that'll help you in things like QI. It'll help you against other Zeus. And it'll help you against heroes like Blaze Centaur, because he can't get stunned.
Getting it to level 40 before the battle begins. 100% control a random enemy for 1 round, affected by effective hit and effective resistance. Immunity to stun and gains at least level 30 is needed for what you're talking about. Okay. 31. 32. It's fine. Not a problem, Michael. It's immune. He'll gain immunity to stuns and gain 30 mana when an enemy hero casts a skill. So pretty much he can continuously 40 preferred, and if they add it to 50, 50 will then be the preferred one. I understand. That's actually a very unique skill he has. It's very interesting in what he can do. He pretty much can keep it...
You should read Darknesses.
Oh,
Hers is impressive.
I think I read it a long time ago. I like Darkness in the first place. Wishing to give her more attention.
I'm sure you will at some point.
I feel it's like...
Dishes.
I feel it's like the petty direction. I pity you. One day you will be able to do it. One day. Yeah, sure. I thank you for your confidence. Hopefully one day, maybe after many years, not to that degree, of course. Okay, Spirit Capture Shackles lost for 2 rounds at the start of the battle game. Gain immunity to control for 1 round. Not immune to shackle.
So that means she can't get stunned, she can't get twined, she can't get silenced, she can't get any of those things. The only thing she can get is hit by another Darkness.
So that's the final breaking condition. She's not immune to shackles, and then it will be a speed direction. Just like we talked about.
Then it comes down to the speed, Like a classic Laura battle where it comes down to the speed.
Understand. Looks great, looks fantastic, and actually Darkness comes very, very handy when you're going against the Fury Wave in Galaxy Wanted, because all you need to do is put her exactly opposing from him, give her enough energy so she can attack him directly in one hit, one go in round one, and you're dead. Fury Wave. So she can offer that actually.
That she can.
She can. Yeah. She can. Yeah, okay. So guys, it's time to wrap up. Hope you kinda enjoyed this stream. Sorry that many things were a mess at the beginning. My apologies also to you, Serenity. I didn't see your message and started before you joined. Sorry for that again.
That's fine.
Are you sure?
I'll think about it. Let's see next time you invite me.
Okay, my apologies. My apologies. Think of a percentage and tell me after a couple of hours. Okay, I'm 80% feeling better. Don't do it again. Okay, after a couple of days, 90% to 95. Okay, but if you do it again, it will go down to 20%. Anyway.
Exactly. I'll hit you up with that later.
Okay, free gods, never gonna happen. There's a song, never gonna happen. It's not free gods, it's free the gods, and then you're going at different movies. Free the gods, yeah. Okay, thank you. Alright, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Next week we will be having, is the Christmas event gonna be next week?
It should be the week after because it's
The week
also
after.
the New Year event.
Makes sense, makes sense. Okay, so from now until I guess near the 22, yeah, it's supposed to be 22, I guess. Christmas is supposed to be in that range of 25. So from now until 22, do start saving up for, well, the blue diamonds. If you're gonna buy something in the Christmas event, is gonna be big, having many different things, and we're of course going to be covering it. For now, I guess for the next week's stream, if you would like to join, Sarah?
We'll see if I'm still mad or not.
Kindness beats harshness. You know who says that? Something like that in the game? Who?
Who says that?
I don't know. It's a specific hero.
Bonnie, maybe.
Maybe.
We'll see when she premieres soon.
Sure. Anyway, next time, hopefully if you're less mad, join. It can be the stream at looking at the account and corrective directions of what you see and your opinions.
I can't wait.
Now it's I can't wait, right? Payback time?
I have an affinity for grilling people's accounts. Anyone in my union would know that.
Yeah. I remember. I told you before, everyone needs a hobby. You have a good hobby. What's important is it makes you happy. Right?
Exactly.
And that's what's what really matters. That you enjoy the experience. I'll still go.
Exactly.
Okay. Alright guys, it's time for us to wrap up. Hopefully next week Serenity and the direction we talked about is going to happen. I know she's not exaggerating, and I know she's controlling herself and being the nicest version she can be in terms of oh my god, and that there's that song oh my god, and it carries on. You can you can look it up on YouTube. So she's trying to be the nicest version because too many people are watching. Other than this, if you trigger her enough with an account like mine, she'll be, go away, you evildoers. Something like that. Anyway, thank you also, Serenity, for joining. It's time to end the stream, wrap up. Everyone can go play Epic Heroes on their own or do anything else in life, right?
Exactly.
Exactly. All right. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, Michael. And you didn't send that emoji that's stretching the face. That's he's blowing up his brains. You can guess what that kind of means. It starts with an S, a big S at the beginning. Yeah, from the immense pleasure. You know, the immense pleasure. Yeah, that's what that emoji represents. Suwa something at the end. I don't want to say it for many reasons on YouTube. All right, thank you guys, and it's time to end the stream both ways. Have a great night, evening, morning, or sleeping ahead for everyone. Okay, let's end one side of, actually, if I can find Prism. Okay, that should end that, and